All right. Well, here I am underneath my new carport, and gives everything kind of a yellow tint, doesn't it? Everything under here, but that's fine. It gives plenty of shade and plenty of room to store stuff. But anyway, I am going to work on. It's a tiller. It's probably not the best time of the year right now for a tiller. Usually spring and fall, right? If I'm not mistaken. But this has been sitting here for a while. At least I'm going to clean it off and get it running, and then hopefully this fall we'll sell it off and see how it goes. Let me show you what I got. Well, there she blows. This is a Honda, what does that say, FC600 or 60 something. It's kind of, I'll have to look it up. I'm not really familiar with all of the Honda models on this, but this one is pretty nice though. And this one, if I'm not mistaken, it was sitting around it was like in an awning on the side of a barn, right? So it wasn't actually in the barn. Well, just like, you know, I had it sitting under here, you know, underneath this tarp, kind of the same thing, but you can see how this is just coated years and years of dust and dirt. And don't know how many times it's been used. I have don't know any history about it, just that it's sat out for a long time. So let's give it a look over and see if we can get this sucker running. Alright, so I hosed it off, cleaned it off pretty good, and so it'll be easier to work on. But while I was doing that, you can see all the overspray over here, overspray over here, yeah, just about all over. Just a lot of overspray. So they repainted this thing for sure, and there's some markings coming out. What did that say? Top Gun number 17. And what is that? Some numbers. I don't know, 04810. I don't know what all that is. What is all that? Somebody's phone number. So what the deal was that? Somebody sketched in all their ID on there for some reason. Yeah, so no telling what this thing looked like before it was repainted. But everything looks to be there, so I'm going to inspect it here and see what our chances are. So let's start checking everything out here. Smells like old gas, but there's not a whole lot in there. And it's clean. There's no rust, no debris, and all that good stuff, so that's good. And this looks like the gas has been off. That's good. So maybe the carburetor is not all clogged up. Let's take a look under here. The air cleaner looks almost new. Well, everything looks okay. Let me find some carb cleaner, and I'll see if it'll try to crank over. And let me check the oil real quick. It looks to be a little low on oil. There is some oil there, but it looks to be pretty low. I think it needs some oil right away. Alright, now that's got oil in it. That was pretty low, I have to say. So I'll have to keep my eye on that and see if there was an oil leak somewhere. I don't know what happened. And I don't think this one has an oil cutoff safety switch on it. I don't think I'm getting it down where I'm wanting to. There's not a on-off on this, is there? I didn't see one. Alright, well, let's give her a few pulls. Well, it's pulling very, very easy. I hope. Hey, that's my towel. Nothing. Let's take a look at the spark plug here. Let's see if we're getting any spark in the first place, huh? Alright, can you see that? See if we're getting any spark. Yeah, I didn't see anything. Oh, I know what the deal is. On and off switch. That would help, huh? I was looking down here for an on-off switch, but it's up here. All right. Okay, it is on. Can you see that? Okay, that got spark that time. I guess it's like calling up the IT guy if you tried turning it off and on again. So let's oh, watch out, doggy. Alright, jump back. Well, that cranked up pretty easy. So, where's the fuel line coming in? I think I'm going to try to, all this is off anyway, so I'm going to hose this down real quick. I want to see if I can drain some of this old stuff out. I'm just going to go ahead and disconnect the fuel line and let it drain. Like I said, there's not much of it all. Well, where's my pan? Alright. It's almost all out of there. Now I guess I'll put a little gas in there just to try to flush some of it. I don't know if anything's going to come out of this because it was closed off. Yeah, that's good. The carburetor's good and dry. Alright, let's go ahead and put all this stuff back on. Looks like it's missing a insert there. Yeah, kind of all mangled. I don't think it was there when I took it off. It only has a little bit of gas in there, but enough to try to get this started. I'm just about out of gas. Alright, well, that's on, gas is on, choke is about halfway. Choke is on. Well, it's got to be a gas problem, huh? I would say it's a carb problem. Okay, so I fast forwarded over here. All I did was just take everything back off. This time I took the carburetor all the way off. So I want to see what this looks like on the inside. Yeah, well, there's gas in the bowl. You can see that. But apparently it's not getting up into the... Yep. Alright, I'm all fumbling here. Let's see. Let me drain all that out. Alright, I think I got most of it. Save the gaskets. Yeah, so there's stuff at the very bottom, and I'm sure up here, that little needle valve there is probably, that's what was probably clogging it up right there. So let's get in here, do the routine carburetor cleaning here, get that out of there, and then we'll see if it'll crank up. And I gotta see if I have any more carb cleaner around here. Alright, got that. Okay. Just wanted to make sure that wasn't coated in varnish or something, but it's not. But you can definitely see in there. There's probably that needle valve. There we go. So there she goes. Let me see if I can see daylight through it. Not a bit. So let's clean this joker out. There we go. Well, that got it. I don't know if you can see anything through there. We need to get the tube out of here. It didn't seem to budge. There we go. Yeah, so let's get these emulsifier tube cleaned out while we're in there. Looks like it was pretty dirty. Alright, I think that got it. Alright, I think that was it. Just the very tip of this, you can see where it's hitting the bottom of the bowl. But everything else up here was pretty good, and we know it filled with gas, so yeah. Turn the gas on and it drained out. So I think that is it. Let's put her back together. Alright, everything's on there. Gas is on. I'll put the choke's on. That's on. It should crank, right? So everything was working. I just noticed, I don't know, all our cable management here is kind of all screwed up. Yeah, I'm sure all this is supposed to be popped on here somewhere, like right there and right there to start with. This, I don't know where it goes. Is there a clip under here? I don't know. I can figure that out, no problem. And I wish it had, what do you call it, the fenders. You can see they're supposed to be sticking out over here. And there's the mounting holes for them, but they're missing. It's supposed to extend out back beyond the tines there. I never checked the oil on this. Yep, good, it's got oil. Well, alright. And this front wheel is always, seems like it's always weird, kind of trying to handle that thing. It always pops off really, really easy. But I got plenty of time to figure that out. It's not even near fall. I'm probably going to wait a couple of months before I try to sell this. Yeah, so that wasn't too bad at all. I was kind of surprised to see how much of it was touched up. I mean, the paint job and all the overspray on it. There was no oil in the crankcase. There is oil on the gearbox, and just cable management up there to straighten all that out. And I guess that's it. I'll play around with it for a while. I want to see. That front wheel, it just seems to pop around, just doing its own thing. You know, it's kind of weird, but I'll take a look at it. But at least we got it running, and like I said, I'm probably going to wait until, you know, it's what end of July and August. What is it, girly? And I'll figure out when the season is. Is it September, October? That time frame when they plow around or whatever. I know it's sometime in the fall and sometime in the spring. Well, I'll figure it out. But in the meantime, I'll have it here, and just in case I need it, I'll have one. So I'm blabbering on here. So I guess that's it for this video. And as always, be sure to like, subscribe, and watch for my next video.